Okay, this will be kind of just a benchtop showing of how to calibrate one of our water dynamics machines. First thing you want to do is make sure your base water, you know what that is. This water is at 172 TDS. Now what I'm going to do is pour a little bit into here for my sensor. And I'll start with the incoming sensor, so I'll shut off the machine. User unscrew the sensor. Unscrew the other part. Have a bucket to catch all the water. Okay, while the machine is still off, I'm going to go ahead and put the sensor back on. And then I usually like to blow off these sensors a little bit. Just so you try not to contaminate that water. The more you contaminate this water, the more the machine is off. So you could actually take an air pressor and blow it out if you want to. Make sure you have a water high enough that you will get a good reading. Go ahead and turn on the machine. Okay, then I'll pick you up. Okay, I got the sensor in there, and this will be my incoming line. So my incoming is off by a little bit here. So I'm going to hit Calibrate. Hold it down for 5 seconds. Okay, go down to where you want it to be. I want it to be right at 172. I'm going to go ahead and hit Enter. And that's going to do the rest. So if that cal light is blinking, that's what you want. It now is calibrated at 172. Now, this water is going to be contaminated because that sensor had TDS on it. So what I'm going to do is pitch it. So what I don't get, you could buy these little jars at 342. It's just a little bit of water. You have to use lots of water and make sure to rinse these off really good. And make sure I'm in focus here. So what I'm going to do now is just move this sensor off to the side that's at 172. Take this water, dump it. I'm going to pour some new water in. I want this water to be right at 172 as well with my incoming sensor. So my incoming sensor is still reading 172, which means my water was not contaminated. Okay, so 172. Now I'm going to move on to the next sensor. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the machine. I'm just going to leave that sensor out. Unscrew. Unmount. Go ahead and screw it back in. Now, because of noise issues, I'm going to kind of move this sensor away, the one that's in the liquid now, as I bring the new one in. Actually, since I know it's at 172, I can now put this one back. So I'm going to put the new one in, unscrew this guy, and just mount him back into place. Okay, screw on your electric plug. Go ahead and turn back on the machine. And this sensor is at 173, so these two are actually reading pretty close to each other. If I come over here, I'm off by 1 TDS, but 1 TDS is enough, and then since I'm already in here, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So hold the calibration button for 5 seconds. You have that calibration and set blinking. Go ahead and use these up and down arrows to put it to where you want. I want 172. And go ahead and hit Enter. It's going to do the rest. Now sometimes you can get lucky and do this all on the machine, but usually the flow will mess up the sensors in calibration and will not work. So what you want to do is then move on to injection, however many injection ports you got. So I did my incoming, injection 1, now I'm going to do injection 2, 3, outgoing. You just want to make sure you don't build up contamination in this water. So again, just to show you what I'm going to do, and we'll do this one more time. Get that in focus. I'm going to leave this sensor out and just turn off the machine. Take out the next sensor. Unscrew the electronics. Take a wrench, pull out the rest. Make sure your machine is off. Have a bucket to catch that water. Okay, go ahead and just get your sensor ready. What I'm going to do is pitch this water. Re-put this on. Make sure my water is still at 172 with the fresh water. And let's just see how much this one's off. Okay, this sensor again is reading 173, but there could be a contaminant in the water. So now my new set point is going to be 173. So I'm going to take out the old sensor and put the old sensor just in there for a second just to hold it while I put the new one in. New sensor is in, and this one is at 180, so I am off by, she's what, 8 TDS right there. So definitely got to calibrate that. That is how you calibrate this stuff. If you guys have issues on it, don't hesitate to call. It's a little confusing at first, but once you get used to calibrating, it's pretty easy. Thank you. Have a great day.